Eli's sons, they were priests. Those two boys that God said they would die the same day. Those two boys, they were priests positionally. Hophni, Eli and Hophni. They were priests positionally. Not because they did anything, but because they were children of Eli. That's the positionally. Now, the servicing part of the priesthood, which is more like the ministerial part, is different from the position. It's different. We are priests positionally. The ministerial part is different. Now, for them, by position, they were priests. But ministerially, what were they doing? They were stealing the meat. All the fat that they were supposed to be born to God, they were stealing the fat. That was what they were doing ministerially. It doesn't take the fact that they were still priests. They were still priests. Now, these are these things we need to know. You and I are priests by position. That positional priesthood is not about you. Are you getting what I'm saying? It's not about you. It is about what Christ did. The royalty that was conferred on you and I is not about you and I. No. It's about what Christ did. So by position, we are royalty. By position, we are priest. By position, just because of our association to God. Now, that position that we entered, right, has expectation. Are you getting it? That position does what? It has expectations. If we start putting ourselves, for example, today now, if I said, okay, now I lead this church, I'm the hero of this church, I'm stupid. Because that order of priesthood has ended. Christ is the high priest now. Christ is the high priest. And one of the things that was so significant that God did to show our priesthood is because the veil was torn in two. Now, if the veil had not been torn in two, only the priest or the high priest can go into those places. And everybody is laity. They are common men. But when the veil was torn in two, it established the priesthood of all God's children. So a priest is anyone that can go to God concerning any matter. That's a priest. A priest is anyone that can, if you look at even in our own local tradition and all those things, you know, priest of, what do they call those gods that don't have mouth, that don't have leg? Ifa or Ogun. They have different types of them. They have priests that whenever they want to give sacrifice to the god that is not eating, that priest is the one that is eating the food. Whenever they want to give sacrifice to the priest, it is the high priest, it is the priest of the whatever god that goes to offer that. Even look at this girl, Jezebel. She had 450 priests that sacrificed to Baal. So we know that primary function of a priest is to serve as intermediary between men and God. Someone that can go to a deity. That's what makes you a priest. So far you can go to a deity and have discussion, conversation, and consult. You are a priest. That's what makes you a priest. If there's no deity you are going to, you are not a priest. But so far you can go to, and in our case, there's a deity, there's God, the only true God. And since we have access, we can go to him, that makes us a priest. Now, that alone, it confers a kind of weight on us.
Thank you for watching.
And please remember to join us on Thursdays for Bible study at 6:30 p.m.
And also on Sunday mornings at 9:30 a.m.